Okay, greetings. My name is Kelly Doyle. This is a presentation for Harvard Extension School CSCIE-90 Cloud Computing on Azure BizTalk Services. This is the short introduction video, which is a companion to a longer video and sample project, which will be presented as part of the solution for this final project. So the goal of this project was to evaluate Microsoft BizTalk in Azure as a solution for enterprise application integration. Here we have a diagram that shows a sample of a typical EAI implementation. However, this one's in the cloud, which hosts the service bus. In this case, we may have a web storefront running in the cloud as well, and endpoints that communicate with our corporate customers through EDI and FTP perhaps. Credit card processors and shipping providers that call our web services. We route internally to our order processing system, and also we route some messages that are not in the cloud but that are still on premises, which Microsoft refers to as the hybrid cloud. So that diagram shows a potential real-world application for enterprise application integration with BizTalk in Azure. For my final project for this class, I've produced a much simpler project using Visual Studio that takes an FTP source, routes it through a bridge to either an FTP destination or an Azure queue. But hopefully you can see how this simple example could be extended to form a more complex use case scenario. As part of this project, I'll also demonstrate how to create a BizTalk service in Microsoft Azure to host our EAI applications. In this case, I have a BizTalk service already created. The BizTalk service will host the application from Visual Studio that is going to route messages to a service bus, which I have here, a service bus queue, and it will also route messages to an FTP server hosted in Amazon as an example of a hybrid cloud implementation. We're also going to take a look at the tracking portal, which is one way that we can manage the service bus, for example, to look at error messages, which will help us in our troubleshooting. And I will show an example of how we can use sample applications, in this case the message sender, to send messages directly to our service endpoint rather than sending it through an FTP folder, to help us develop a more robust view of how BizTalk can be used in the real world. Thank you.